If you was to ask me what's next for me at the end of 2020, I would have never told you this. What's good, everybody? I hope that you're doing well, man. It's been a minute since I've been on here, and I'm just glad to be back and be able to put out new content for you guys. It's been a crazy year for me. I just hit my 1-year mark as a full-time freelance videographer and photographer as well, and just started my own production business from scratch. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was nervous, but this whole year taught me a lot. And, I just want to be able to share this with you guys so you could be able to check out, my whole journey. And I'm just excited to tell you everything that happened. So let's get to it. What's the deal, y'all? It's been a minute since I vlogged. It feels weird just talking to y'all right now, looking at the camera. It feels super weird right now, but I'm currently on my way to my first shoot of the day. Hopefully it goes smooth and chill. Just looking forward to some good vibes today, and I'm just hyped to get out there and just do what I love doing. First location of the day, something real simple. Shot here before, so nothing new to me. Hyped to be back shooting at this location again. It's probably like one of my favorite locations I've been at to take photos and also video. Show you guys a sample right here. It was real dope. I was working with my homegirl Tiffany, so I'm back with my boy DT.
You know what it is, man. Baker Productions, Malik Baker Productions, all that, man. Make sure you get your video, photography, all that. He do it all. My boy was legit, real professional.
Last year, the end of 2020, I finished school, came back to LA, and pretty much was getting ready to start entering the real world and just figuring out what's next for me. And I really didn't know what was next at first, but I knew I wanted to go full-time as a freelancer, and I just wanted to see how it would be for me. And at first, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was scared because the first couple of months was very slow, and I was only getting gigs that I did not want to do, but I had to do it because I needed some type of money to be able to elevate and be able to, upgrade my gear and upgrade my skills as well. So that it took some time, but eventually it started picking up. The work started picking up later, and it was just crazy. I was starting to get gigs that I was very passionate about. So I was just very happy that I was getting gigs that I was being able to do. So the first 4 months, I say from between November to February, I was only getting gigs for mainly events, and it gave me time to pretty much work on my own type of content as well, and just doing YouTube content. And throughout that time, I was just building a work ethic to be able to produce client work, and the work was, it speaks for itself. And the camera I was using at first was the camera I'm filming with right now. Is the Lumix G7. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was getting very frustrated with it for some time because it's only so much. The camera has a bunch of limitations, so I couldn't do so much stuff that I was trying to be able to put out like the top quality video. So I was getting very frustrated, but eventually I would say around March, I made that big upgrade and finally decided to get the Sony a7 III. And once I got that camera basically just changed my whole career a little bit faster. And I was very hyped because the quality of my work upgraded 10 times more. And it was very crazy because many people that saw my work that I shot with on the Lumix G7, it was like, man, this look like you shot this with a Sony. But no, I really, put the time in and, master this camera. And I ain't gonna lie to you, this camera basically helped me a lot and helped me become the person I am today, pushing out this work. So I was just glad. Alright, so during my process, I dealt with very cheap clients. There was clients that would hit me up and would be like, hey, can you do this video for me? I'll pay you $200 to film a music video at one location for like 2 hours, something like that. Or it'll be like, hey, can you film this wedding for like $200? And I'm like, no. So I dealt with very cheap people, and sometimes not a lot of people really know the whole process behind videography or photography. Like, all this stuff takes time and people really don't put much respect into it as they should. And it's just, it's very similar to like, other things. Say like a barber. You don't complain when a barber charge, $30 for a haircut, because he's going to give you good work. So I dealt with very cheap people from the beginning. I took a nice little nap. I'm up now, but it's just so much going on. So I'm like, the first couple months, it was just hard to find work. But once I started showing that I could do the work and showing clients that they should have me do their work for them or film for them, it's like, okay, I start building that trust and I start gaining consistent clients, as well as those clients start referring me to other people, and it just start going around. And it's very crazy that to this day that I'm still getting hit up for different types of shoots, and I be trying to figure out who referenced them, but sometimes I just can't ask that because I don't be knowing how they find out. Normally they will tell me, but sometimes they don't, but it's okay. But I appreciate everybody that shared all my videos throughout the whole year and just to get me to where I'm at today is just crazy, especially from when I first started. Because when I first started, I didn't have much. I only had a camera, a $500 camera with some regular lenses and a mic and just a regular stabilizer. I didn't have a gimbal at that time. And it's just now I was able to I elevated my craft. I have a bigger portfolio, and I'm just ready to see, what the next year can hold.